I guarantee that you have gifts and talent inside of you that can make you millions, but your internal thought may be what's stopping you from receiving and attracting that millions. Let's talk about it. Hey, it's your girl Sherry Summer Bell, and I record amazing videos for financial professional, insurance agents, service-based business, and I upload it here to this YouTube channel and making sure that I can empower, educate, and not just entertain, but also being able to engage with you so you can grow your business to $1 million, right? Now, every week I come up with topics that I know my target market are struggling with. 90% of them is always lead generation. And I remember today, before I was getting ready to record this, I kept saying to myself, do I want to talk about lead generation again? Do I need to talk about it? Even though I know my target market struggle with making money, having clients, ideal clients, high value clients that can pay them money so they can impact life with that money. I know that my target market are afraid to become findable so their ideal client can find them. I know all of that. I know that they're struggling to using their little money that they have on a credit card to pay for leads. I know that. Truly know that. And even though I know that, part of me, when I get on this camera to talk to you, part of me say, I don't want to talk about this topic anymore because I'm tired of talking about it. But here's the thing. I feel like I constantly talk about it to me, but to you, it's like new music, right? Never heard it before. How many times our brain play tricks on us when we have an assignment from God to carry out our assignment? We say to ourselves, no, everybody already know that. They already know how to make money using life insurance. They already know how to use money in their bank account. They already know how to budget. They already know how to do their taxes. They already know. We come up with all these things that talk us out of what our purpose is. And that's what I want to touch on today. That is what I want to touch on today because I had that happen to me today. Like, I wanted to help you and talk about lead generation and how you're able to generate 26 plus leads to your business. And I kept saying to myself, I've said this to you before. I kept telling myself, oh, I've said this before, that you know that you can generate leads. One of the ways we do this, one of the ways we are able to generate these leads is because number one, we are confident in what we say we do. Right. So if you have something, you're the expertise, you're the authority, you're an insurance professional, you're an insurance professional building your agency, you're a tax professional building your agency, you're a real estate agent building your own agency, whatever agency you're building in the financial space. I know that there's a piece of you that's required to let the world know that this is what you do. See, I want to point this out. There's a difference between being an expert and actually selling yourself as the expert. Two different things. I know a lot of experts, but their challenge is they don't know how to sell themselves as an expert, right? They don't know how to position their authority in the space that they said their expertise in. So therefore, there's a gap. You're expert, you know what you're doing, but on this side, no one know that you know what you're doing. So becoming an expert is great, but it's more to it than that. And the reason why, one of the reason that you may not move forward or you may not go further is because you're telling yourself that what I know, everybody already know it. Everyone already know it. Everyone already know it. And when you start telling yourself these things, you start saying to yourself, this is a waste of time. And all these other negative, low vibration thinking start coming up in your brain. Because trust me, it happens to me all the time. But thank God I have something what called the spirit of awareness. And I want you to have that too. I want you to have that spirit of awareness that when these thoughts coming up in your mind, like everybody already know what I know. I'm wasting my time talking about this. I've talked about this 10,000 times. Do you know, especially on the internet street, the algorithm is so crazy that you can show somebody something today and you don't see it tomorrow. And then they don't see it till like 10 days. One of my speakers at my upcoming Unleashing Your Inner CEO conference, she posted about the conference. And 6 days later is when I saw that she was marketing the conference. Shameless plug is this August 16th and 17th in Florida. Come on down and get the link in the description. Oh, okay. So moving on. But the idea here is this. I did not see her post until 6 days later. So it's new to me. It's new to me. It's new to the people who are just seeing it for the first time. So if you have something in your heart that you know you're the expert and you're like, I'm the expert at it. Okay, first of all, you know you're the expert at this thing because you are getting tired of talking about it. Isn't that crazy? You know you're the expert where you're like, I feel like I'm always talking about this thing. If you're there, then you're the expert. You're the expert. You're tired of talking about it. Because you know it so well that you become masterful at talking about it. So I want to encourage you to understand that that is a sign that you should talk about it more. It's like telling your story. People know my story so much about all the things that I've been through before growing my business. And they know about my son getting sick. They know about my credit score. They know about me almost losing my home. They know about the story. I've said this story all the time. And sometimes I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'm not going to talk about that today. But I get on a podcast or on stage or something, and bring that story up again. Why? Because the new audience has not heard it yet, or they have not heard it in a way that I'm telling them it. So I know that as you grow your business and become findable, you feel as if you're tired of talking about the thing that you're an expert in. But I want to shift the way your mind is conditioned to think. I want to shift, I can give you a paradigm shift to say the very fact that you're tired of talking about something is exactly why you should keep talking about it. It's like Martin Luther King saying, I'm tired of talking about blacks having equals rights or racism or whatever, right? If he had said, I'm tired of talking about this, where would I or anyone be today? Where would this world be here today? There's somebody that has not yet heard your story. There's somebody that has not yet hear why and how you are the expert in this. I need you to be on drugs. I need you to sell hope drugs. Okay? I need you to sell hope drugs. Give people hope. Give people hope through your story, through your expertise, because the world needs it right now, baby. We need hope right now. So if you don't remember anything I says in this week video, I want you to remember that not everybody know what you know. And the fact that you get tired of talking about it is an example of why you should keep talking about it. Now, I also know that I cannot leave without talking about generating 26 leads per day. So instead of sitting here having this long video about how step by step how to do it and create longer time, I want to respect your time and I want you to join me on my upcoming challenge where I dive deeper in teaching you how to generate 26 leads using my Facebook group. I want to show you how you can use Facebook group to generate 26 leads a day. You heard that. Per day. You heard that. What would you do with 26 leads per day? So I want to show you each day how we're able to do that. So make sure you click the link in the description and join me on my next challenge. It's down there, right? So I'm not going to stop talking about the things that God has ordained me to talk about. I'm not going to stop talking about how amazing God is. I'm not going to stop talking about high value thinking. I'm not going to stop talking about high vibration. I'm not going to stop talking about you are a pro, because there's somebody out there that each day that I say these things, you need to hear it. It's not by accident that you stop on this video today. It's because you needed to hear that you are not mediocre. You need to hear that you are a pro. And the fact that you have something that you're getting tired of talking about is an example that you're on the right track. You're on the right track. You've mastered that level. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. But anything that comes easy to you, that's what you should be selling. Tangible or intangible, anything that comes easy to you, that is what you should be selling. That is what you should be telling people about. Anything that you know how to do super easily, right? I know how to generate leads easily. I know how to create an art of communication easily. I know how to speak on stage easily. I know how to collapse the time to make money easily. I know how to generate leads fast. I know how to create events that create mass enrollment in people's business. I know how to have my first six-figure month. I know how to do that. And because I know how to do these things, it would be crazy and be a disservice of me of not stepping out and talking about the things that I have known how to do. Why would God give you a gift and then tell you that you need to keep the gift to yourself? Why would he give you a gift and then say to you, okay, this is your gift. Don't give it to anybody else? The everything that you've been through to get you to where you are, the purpose of you went through that step by step challenge is because that was a gift to you so you can teach others how not to do it. So you can teach others how you did it. So I just want to commend you for recognizing your purpose when it comes to the things that you know how to do easily, that your brain is telling you nobody want to hear that. You talk about that all the time. And here's the thing: if the person's going to say you talk about it all the time, and so on, have they done what you've been talking about? If you've been giving them instructions about how to do something, step 1, step 2, step 2, step 3, I guarantee you they have not done it. They have not. So there's always room to keep talking about something. How many times have we went to church and we claim that we hear God's word, but yet we don't believe? But we know, we say he's the Almighty. We know he turned water into wine. We know that we know that he can heal the bodies. We know that we touch the hem of his garment and we are made whole. We know all of that. And we know who we are and whose we are. But yet, when it's time for us to step out and do the things that we desire to do, then we forget who we are and who we belong to. How pattern them go together, but yet we say we believe, right? Oh Jesus, that's a whole other story. That means when you're thinking, oh my God, they already know this, they already this, I'm just talking about the same thing. No, they don't. They don't. How you know they know this is, have they received results from the things that you're saying? Have they got the results? Because it's evidence that you need to move on to something else when the person have gotten their results, right? I want to see women, I want to empower women to become peaceful, powerful, and plentiful when it comes to their finances. And if you're on a mission or on a journey, if that's you, if you're on a mission, you're on a journey, I want you to join me in my upcoming challenge. If you're ready to have peace that surpasses all understanding, if you're ready to have an abundance of overflow in your business, if you're ready to become powerful, that you're called to be lead, you're called to give out the gospel of your expertise to your nation. If you know deep down inside you're called to be a leader and you're trying to figure out, how do I reach the masses? How do I increase my lead generation? How do I do all of this without having to sacrifice my family time? Join me on my next upcoming challenge. I see you then.